It moved through the shadows of the forest. A hunter readied his weapon and took aim at the shape. His whole body froze, his breath caught in his throat. The creature stood on 2 feet and was covered in head to toe in coarse, dark hair. It wore a crude outfit made from skins and reeds. The hunter blinked, and it was gone. He just had an encounter with the Woodwose, the wild man of Europe. Depictions and encounters of the Woodwose go as far back as the early Middle Ages. Anglosaxons even had a name for the creature that walked like a man, wuduwasa. He began to appear in paintings and wood carvings, on stone mosaics, and even in literature. Always covered in thick hair, sometimes wielding clubs or other primitive weapons, he became so popular in its day that it wasn't uncommon for nobility to dress as a woodwose at parties. A famous case of this came to be called the Ball of the Burning Men and ended in tragedy. A ball was held on January 28, 1393, to celebrate a wedding for one of the female friends of the Queen of France. King Charles VI and 5 friends dressed as woodwose by covering themselves in costumes made from linen soaked in pitch, a highly flammable resin. The king had outlawed open flames while the dance was being done. However, his brother seemed to have missed the memo and rushed into the party drunk and late with a torch held high. 4 of the dancers were burned alive, and King Charles VI was only saved by a quick-thinking aunt who shielded him from the flames with her skirts. Sightings of the Woodwose have continued over the years in heavily forested areas all over Europe. Back in 1982, there was a sighting by Deborah Hatzwell, who would later go on to become a Bigfoot researcher. Another sighting was made by Isaki Mito on December 21st, 2017 in Finland. Isaki had rushed outside into the cold to heat up his sauna and then come back into the house to wait for it to warm up. While he was waiting, he watched as 2 human-like figures began moving from the direction of the sauna and into the woods. They were hunched over, and after he had lost sight of them, he decided to investigate further. He was quoted as saying, "After I lost sight of the figures in the woods, I checked the sauna, and it had warmed already pretty well, only that the door was left open, leaking the warmth out. I produced an electric torch from the anteroom of the sauna, and with its light, I saw that the unexpected visitors had left brownish, coarse hair everywhere." Descriptions of the Woodwose show significant differences from what has been seen in Bigfoot encounters. While Bigfoot has been shown to be much larger than an average man and more ape-like, the Woodwose is more human-sized and shares a more man-like appearance. It is often depicted as carrying crude weapons, and some of the sightings claim the Woodwose even wear simple clothing made from plants or hides. These differences lend more to the theory that a Woodwose isn't a missing link, but a surviving species of human, such as the Neanderthal. Thanks for checking out my video. If you liked it, you want to show a little support, you can find me at patreon.com/aribrewster. If monthly donations aren't your thing, but you still want to show a little love, enough for a cup of coffee, you can do that at ko-fi.com, that's ko-fi/aribrewster. Feel like stalking me a little? I'm in all the usual places. Facebook, Twitter, links are down in the description. Want to dive a little deeper into the topics I explore? Then please check me out at the website aribrewster.com. Thanks again for your support. It means a hell of a lot.